It is nothing short of miraculous that I've actually been able to sit down and film this. This is my roundup of my favorite skincare, hair care and body care products for 2020. Some of them are more recent discoveries than others, but these are all products that I've really enjoyed using and have found to be really effective. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with skincare and I'm going to take it according to skincare steps. So I'm going to start with cleansers because that's what you should be starting your skincare with. Let's start with the very first step, which is double cleansing. I have really liked the L'Occitane Shea Cleansing Oil. Yes, 5% Shea Cleansing Oil. I've really enjoyed using this. I like that I don't need much to really get my makeup off. It's not the very best cleansing oil that I've used, but it's definitely a very nice one that I enjoy using. I like the consistency of it. Like I said, it's nice and thick. I like that it washes off really easily. As far as cleansing oils go, this has been a really enjoyable one to use. Second step in your double cleanse, which is your face wash. Now this is the Forest Essentials Kashmiri Saffron and Neem face wash. Of course, I've gone on about this all year. That's because I've been using it all year. It's so good. I've been able to use this just as easily during the summer as I have in the winter. Now that it's so dry out, I haven't had to switch my face wash. Sometimes on drier mornings, I do have to switch it to something a little bit more hydrating, but in general, this is so light. It's so non-stripping. The pH is perfect for your skin. It is just a really good face wash. It's also particularly good if you have acne prone skin. It's not going to strip your skin, and a lot of you have messaged me through the year saying that you've tried this and it's worked wonders for your acne prone skin as well. So I'm really happy to hear that. I always love when you guys tell me when something that I've recommended or talked about works for you guys. Then we come to the Foreo cleansing brush. Is this an absolute essential? Absolutely not. If I suddenly woke up one morning and I lost this or something, I would really miss this in my life. This is a fantastic cleansing brush. It is silicone based, so there's really very little risk of it getting dirty, of you not being able to clean it properly. It is naturally antimicrobial, which means that you really just, wash it with a little bit of soap and water and it's clean. I've been using this for, I don't even know, like maybe 7-8 months, maybe longer. Actually, definitely longer, because I got this before I gave birth to Eden, so longer than 9 months. And I haven't had to charge it once. It's fantastic. It's like amazing. But the reason that I like it so much is because it's really good at deep cleansing your skin without irritating your pores. And I use this every time I'm wearing sunscreen, which is almost every day, because I found sunscreens that I really like, which I'll come to later. But I really like this cleansing brush and it's been an absolute favorite for 2020. This is a slightly new discovery. Discovered it very late in 2020. I'm checking to see if I'm still recording, because it has happened before where I've recorded something and it hasn't recorded. This is the Simply Nam reusable makeup towel to replace your usual makeup cleanser, cotton pads and face wipes. Was very dubious about the claims when I first got this. I got this as a set of 2. I don't know why I'm showing you the empty box, but I got this as a set of 2. It is a makeup removing towel that you wet with warm water and you just rub across your face and it will remove all your makeup, which, like I said, I was just like, really? I don't know. But a few days ago on Christmas Day, I had like a Christmas lunch / costume party at home for some family members. And I went as this pop art painting, and, getting the lashes was so difficult. I had to keep removing it. And because I didn't have cotton Q-tips, I decided to try this and see if it would help with removing my makeup. And it was incredible because I wet this with warm water and literally I would put like a finger through it like this and just go like this for where like I was drawing the eyelashes. I probably redid it like 5 or 6 times, and just that would just remove my eyeliner. This is incredible, guys. I am so happy to have discovered this because it's wonderful. Now that we're done with cleansers, let's get into the second step, which is toners. Toners, of course, how much have I gone on and on about this? This is the product of 2020 for me. It has transformed my skin in the sense that I've always had really oily, acne-prone skin, which I still do. Now it's more combination now that I'm getting older. But this is a game changer for oily, acne-prone skin. I've gone on about it. I've reviewed it even on my IGTV before. If you want to have a look, fantastic product. Love this toner. You do use it as a toner. You use it on a cotton pad, but now I just don't really want to waste this liquid gold. So I put a little bit on my hands, press it into my skin. Not every day, but maybe 2-3 times a week now. Then there is this discovery of mine, an Indian brand called Dew, and they've launched with one product called Hustle. Hustle is meant to replace your toner and your serum. And I'm not sure if it's also meant to replace your moisturizer. The formula certainly is not a moisturizer, it's a serum, but it features really amazing ingredients. It has glycolic and lactic acid and just really wonderful ingredients that are great at brightening and exfoliating your skin in a really gentle way. I discovered this brand because I got to talking with the founder of this brand just in my DMs, and she was so knowledgeable about skincare, and it was really nice just meeting her online. And then as soon as she launched her brand, I saw like not a Facebook, an Instagram ad for it, and then I bought this, and it is very impressive. If you want a really good serum, yes, it has niacinamide, it has 5% niacinamide, 6% humectants, which I'm assuming comes from hyaluronic acid, 60% birch sap juice, 10% microferment extracts. I love fermented stuff for skin. It's so good for skin. And 1% panthenol, which is really lovely for sensitive skin. Lovely serum. I love it. Then we have another serum, which is a Physicians Formula Skin Booster Vitamin Shot. This is a brightening one, and I found this before I found the Dew. So this has kind of replaced this one, but if you're looking for a really nice, simple niacinamide serum that's under $2,000, I think this is 15 or 1600. This is a really nice one to use. Definitely brightening, has made a difference to my pigmentation. I have plenty of pigmentation around here, just from, my 20s when I really didn't use sunscreen the way that I should have. What are you gonna do? This is so new that it's, I think, about a week old. So I don't know if it's really a 2020 love, but I found it in 2020 and I love it. It's this brand called Sadev, and it is their rose water. Now, I use rose water every single day. I really like the Kama one as well. I love the Juicy Chemistry one. This is just a newer discovery, and it's really nice. I love that it's in a dark bottle, because rose water can go bad. It can go rancid because it is, think of how your roses go bad as well. Similar, rose essential oil can go bad as well quite quickly. I like that it is in a dark bottle. It's a really nice thick glass packaging, which feels really luxurious, but it's just really good rose water. Why do I use rose water every day? Because I live in an area that has hard water, and I just think that it's nice. Hard water isn't great for your skin or your hair. You can get a hard water filter and all the rest of it. I am, I guess, too lazy to have done that, but I just think that it's always nice, no matter where you are, to not let the tap water remain on your skin. So I always spritz my skin after washing my face with rose water, and this is one that I really like. Now we're moving on to moisturizers, and I have two favorites that I've been using a lot this year. The first one is the Belif Aqua Bomb. It's such a famous one, but it's almost done actually, but it's a really good light moisturizer. If you have normal oily combination skin and it's not too dry out, so it's a perfect everyday moisturizer, which is how I've been using it. Really like this one. It's such a hyped product. I really think it's worth the hype. I did a sponsored story with them about this, which is when I first tried this, and I really like it. Then there is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Water Fresh Cream, which this cream is not like how it sounds. Doesn't feel super light, but it's not skin clogging and heavy either, but it's just very hydrating. Almost done with this as well, and I've been using this a lot more in not even the winter, but in the second half of the year, when things have started getting a little bit dry in Bangalore. I love this cream, and I love this moisturizer. So I'm going to buy this for when it gets warmer out. So this is going to be my summer moisturizer for 2021. Then we come to, so you have your double cleanse, which is your cleansing oil and your cleanser. Then you have the serum, and then you have the moisturizer. After that, we come to face oils, which have been my thing of 2020. How much have I gone on about face oils, guys? Like, it has changed my skin this year, really. So 3 favorites. You will not be surprised to see them here. The first is the Spa Optimal Skin Pro Serum. Don't be fooled by the name. It says serum, but really, if you look at the composition, it is oils. It's a bunch of oils. Lovely oils. A little bit of retinol in it as well. I would say that this is my absolute favorite. And then there's the L'Occitane Immortelle Divine Youth Oil, which is like a very, very close second. Really nice as well. Lovely texture, doesn't clog my pores, hasn't broken me out. And then kind of different from these two, which is the Kama Kumkumadi Miraculous Beauty Fluid Ayurvedic Night Serum, which I've gone on and on about as well. Really like this, but it's a little bit lighter than these two. And I also use it differently. I use this how the brand says to use it, which is directly over rose water, which is not how I use face oils, and it's not how I'm used to using face oils. I like to seal my moisturizer in with a face oil, but that's what the brand says to do, and that's how I've been using it. So on my slightly sort of lighter skincare nights, so when I'm not doing a lot with my skincare at night, I will just wash my face and then I'll spritz on rose water and then I'll add this over it and then I'll go to bed. Every single time I do that, I wake up with brighter skin. My pores, somehow this makes my pores look smaller. This has just been one of those products that, I've heard so much about and I'm really happy I tried. Then of course there's these two, which, my favorite face oils. There's really nothing more to say about them. If you haven't tried using a face oil yet, please do. Just make sure you're using it in the right order, so you're sealing it in. You're sealing your moisturizer in, basically. And then we have sunscreens. Now, I discovered the Coola Mineral Sunscreen this year. It is magical. It is so light. It is so effective. It is so expensive. And when I said this, a bunch of you guys recommended so many other sunscreens as well that are available in India that are much cheaper than this one. And I rounded them all up and I reviewed the top 5 ones that you recommended. There's a whole video about it as well. This is the one that was my absolute favorite amongst all your recommendations. It is about 1/5 the price of this one. This is the Requil Ultra Matte Dry Touch Sunscreen Gel. Not gel-like at all, even though it says it is. Can you see this? Okay, so very, 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 very cosmetically elegant. Not hydrating, but not really mattifying either. So it doesn't really change the texture of your skin too much. Love it. Took it to Goa with me. Didn't really end up burning my skin at all, except for a little bit on my nose, which no matter what I do, for some reason, there's a spot on my nose that always gets a sunburn. But it is my favorite sunscreen discovery of 2020.